Hey gaming fans! So today's another mystery pack opening. This is for Yu-Gi-Oh! It's this is like a dollar store, Dollarama store. And I've done these before. I've done videos like this before. And they were always like 15 card packs. Now they got these 30 card packs for $4. Same dealio. It's just random cards. Nothing probably over the top or whatever. I'm sure it's all just like basic commons and whatevers. But I always like these because they're just fun little pickups. You're at the dollar store picking up some stuff. Might as well see what they have in store for Yu-Gi-Ohs. So we got Ice Jade Acti. I know I'm not familiar with the Ice Jade archetype. I am quite a bit behind on a lot of the newer sets, so but never know. This card is normal or special summon. You can send one water monster from your hand to the graveyard. Draw one card. If this card is face-up water monsters you control destroyed by battle of card effect while this card's in your graveyard. Banish this card. Special summon one Ice Jade monster from your hand or graveyard. Pretty interesting effects. Like I said, I'm not really familiar with it. Hey, Dragunity Knight. I remember the Dragunities. They were a pretty fun archetype. I'll check that one out. Oh, Slower Swallow. If two or more monsters of the same level are on the field, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon once per turn this way. You can tribute this card, draw 2 cards instead of 1 for your normal draw during your next draw phase. Interesting. Okay, well, Wing Beast, not familiar with it. Synchro Boost. The equipped monster gains 500 attack, and its level is increased by 1. Not really that exciting, but Crystal Beast is a Speedroid Horse Stilts. I do have quite a few Speedroid cards. I think I've tried to build a deck of them before. What do we got here? A Black Mamba Reptile. If you control a reptile monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon Black Mamba once per turn this way. If this card is normal or special summon, you can target one monster your opponent controls, send one reptile monster from your deck to the graveyard, and if you do, change the targeted monster's battle position. Huh. Kind of a lot of stuff going on there just to change the battle position. Smile Potion. If your opponent controls a monster whose current attack is higher than its original, well, you control no monsters, draw 2 cards. That's an interesting draw card effect. You have to, probably modify the attack somehow. Amaze Attrition Majestic Merry-Go-Round. These are the amazements. I'm not too familiar with that one either. Scroll of Bewitchment. Oh, it's a speed duel card. I remember trying to play around with this card before. Nothing too exciting. It just changes the attribute of a monster. Gadget Gamer Machine. When this card is normal summon, you can add one level 1 machine monster from your deck to your hand. You can tribute this card, special summon one Morphtronic monster from your hand. Then you can special summon one Gadget Hauler from your hand. Oh, interesting. So it's like the Morphtronics. That's interesting, eh? Salamangreat Fowl. I'm not too familiar with the Salamangreat decks either. I was kind of out of Yu-Gi-Oh! For a while when that deck became a thing. Those ZW guys. These things get confusing, the whole ZWs. Virtual World Otohimo Tutu. Tutu. That's quite a name this card has. If you control no monsters, or all monsters you control are psychic and worm monsters. Worm. How do you say that? Worm? You can normal summon this card without tributing. If this card is in your graveyard, you can discard one psychic or worm monster. Special summon this card as a tuner, but banish it when it leaves the field. Also, for the rest of this turn, you can special summon one level rank 3 or higher monsters. You can only use them. Oh, that's kind of a weird effect. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Level 6. That's this here. Sacred Scrolls of the Gizmic Legend. During your main phase, you could excavate the top 3 cards of your deck. If you do, you can add one excavated machine monster whose attack equals its own defense to your hand. Also banish the remaining cards face down. You can only use the effect of Sacred Scrolls of the Gizmic Legend once per turn. Each time a machine monster whose attack equals its own defense is normal or special summon, place 1 counter on this card. While this card has 10 or more counters, neither player can activate the effects of monsters on the field. Holy crud. A lot going on in that card. Then we got the Salamander Catalyzer. It's a fiend, a fire fiend. You can reveal this card and 1 fiend monster in your hand, special summon one of them, and discard the other. When a monster is destroyed by battle involving your fiend monster while this card is in your graveyard, you can add this card to your hand. Huh. Well, that's a kind of a weird looking guy. Yoko Tuner. Beast Tuner 1. Level 1. When this card is normal summoned, you can special summon 1 tuner from your hand or graveyard, but its effects are negated. What? Okay. Flogos, the oh jeez, that's a weird name. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, special summon from the graveyard, you could target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls and 1 monster in your graveyard with an equal or higher attack than that target. Special summon that monster from the graveyard to the field. If you do, send the other monster you control to the graveyard. If this card is in your graveyard, you can send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard. Add this card to your hand. This is a strange one. There's a lot going on there. Hey, King Beast Barbaros. I always like the Barbaros cards. I like the original one, the level 8 guy that you could summon and then activate skill drain. Born from Draconius. Banish all light machine monsters from your graveyard and your face-up field. Special summon 1 level 6 or higher light machine monster from your hand, ignoring its summoning conditions, and if you do, its attack and defense become equal to the number of monsters banished. To activate this card times 500. Also, it's unaffected by card effects, except for its own. You cannot special summon other monsters. Kind of interesting. I'm sure there's a reason for that. Cyber's Gadget. When this card is normal summon, you can target 1 level 2 or lower monster in your graveyard. Special summon it in defense position, but its effects are negated. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 gadget token. The whole Cyber's thing. Oh, a Bujin. I remember this deck for a long time ago. Bujin, or whatever it is. Oh, there's a classic. Judgment of Anubis, Speed Duel. I never could get this card to work. I always try. I remember trying it every once in a while. When your opponent activates a spell card that would destroy a spell or trap on the field, discard 1 card, negate the activation. If you do, destroy it. Then destroy 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. And if you do that, inflict damage to your opponent. I mean, it seems like a cool card. It seems like it does a lot, but I think it's just, for whatever reason, never seems to be something you can pull off. Pazuzu. Woo, weird name. Once per turn, you can target 1 card in your other pendulum zone. This card's pendulum scale becomes the level of that pendulum monster until the end of this turn. You cannot special summon for the rest of the turn except pendulum summons. Pendulum summon of your monsters cannot be negated. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Pendulum. I never was. When it first came out, I really hated it. I thought it was a stupid mechanic. I think it broke Yu-Gi-Oh! And that's the reason why they had to make Links, which also kind of broke Yu-Gi-Oh! Yosuju's Sword Sting. I can't read today. If you control no monsters, reveal up to 2 Yusenji monsters with different names from your hand, and then same number of face-up cards your opponent controls, return them to the hand. You only activate 1. Oh, I remember this one. Deskbot. Yeah, they're okay. Full armored Black Ray Lancer. A beast warrior with 3 level 4 water monsters. Blackwing Zonda of the Dusk. They keep trying to make Blackwings relevant. Another one of those Ice Jades. And a Meow's Click. Another Cyber's card. If a field spell is activated, you can special summon this card from your hand. Then, if face-up cards are in both field zones, this card cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. You can only use the effect of Meow's Click once per turn. During your turn, the effects of face-up cards in your opponent's field zone are negated. During your opponent's turn, the effects of face-up card in your field zone are negated. That's kind of a weird one. But yeah, I mean, that's it. I mean, nothing overly impressive in this batch. I did pick up some more of these, so, you know, I'll probably do another video or two, depending. Yeah, a lot of random stuff in here, but still fun to open. Anyways, let me know what you think. Throw some comments down below. Hope you subscribe, and we'll talk to you later.